little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love.
Hello, beautiful women. This is Eloquently Emmie coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina at the Barksdale. And I was just going to do a really quick 3D SEINT makeup tutorial today, and just to show you how easy it goes on, the ease of application, how lovely the makeup works. And if you've been here before, you're just probably, you've heard about the longevity of it, and just all the things that I like about it, that it's an occlusive agent, it doesn't sit in your fine lines and creases, and it just gives you that beautiful lit from within glow, and I just love it. Briefly, just to talk about my eyes, and I'm not going to be putting up shadows or anything, but I just created my canvas with the cupcake and the unicorn. I went in with a little as if and rain on the sides here, and I used a Duke for the drama point. And in the center, I have Soulmate, and outer corner Sabrina here as a highlighter, and Cole on my eyebrows. Oh, and I used the Marc Jacob Wavelength Blue right here because I'm wearing this lovely Talbot's shirt today, and I thought this color combination would look lovely. Anyway, I don't want to make this long, so hey, without further ado, let's get started with the 3D makeup tutorial.
Okay, ladies, well, we have a pedestal sink, of course, in our Charleston bed and breakfast, but this is my SEINT makeup setup, and I had them rolled up in a little towel in my shoe, and I bought my full triple decker because that's just me, but I could have bought, half that size in a double decker with everything that I needed. But I bought my blush and bronzer brush, my contour brush. I bought the hack brush because my blend brush actually, I think I've used it so much that I need to get a new one. But I like the firm side of the bristles on the hack brush for my lip and cheek. So that's what I'm doing right now. But I love the blend brush, and I love it a lot. And I just used the top from my stay spray for just to hold my perfector on. And of course, here's my SEINT makeup, and here's my eyeshadow brushes. So yeah, I'm all set to rock and roll with the pedestal sink in an old place in Charleston. But yeah, love it.
Okay, beautiful women, so let's get started with our SEINT 3D makeup tutorial in Charleston. And of course, I have my Super Glow screen on and my skincare. So let's just get this going. I've actually used the lid for the stay spray to hold my perfector in. And yeah, so I'm just going to take the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to apply the Sandy. Okay, so get a little bit on there, dip in a little, just gonna do a patting motion just like this, get everywhere. I just like a more full coverage. Get close to the camera so you can see my skin. Okay, I think hit everywhere. And then I'm going to take my perfector, and I'm actually going to just blend under my fringe, blend everywhere. And you can see already how silky my skin is looking with this makeup. Okay, and don't forget to, if you have any wrinkle action here, to do this. Now we're right here in the front entrance, so you're gonna hear some noise in this video. You're gonna see people coming into the bed and breakfast, but you know, que sera, we're just gonna do what we're gonna do. All right, so that's all blended in. So the next thing I'm gonna do is also take the blush and bronzer brush and I'm gonna dip into the candlelit. Okay, because I want a brightening effect. So you can see this coming on, the difference in color. You know, we always say your skin is not one-dimensional and neither should your makeup be. So there you go. Okay, a little on my nose. A little on my chin. It's almost like a Rembrandt triangle. I know we've talked about that before. And that's what I'm going for here. I don't really go up on my forehead that much because you don't see it because of my fringe. So let me blend that in. And I don't know, just make sure you get in there in the creases of your nose so no makeup's accumulating. Nice blend under your eyes. You really want this to become like a second skin. And you know, I've talked about it before. I love this makeup because it's an occlusive agent. It has larger molecules, and that's why it sits on top of your lines and creases. And it has that airbrush look. And it actually becomes a second skin. It helps your skin to retain moisture. Okay, so that's one reason why I love it. But now, can you see that little bit of glow just from the brightening? I just love this makeup. I mean, all of a sudden my skin looks so much different. And yeah, so let's continue on. I am going to take the detailed brush now, and I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. So I'm going to dip into the Astoria. And yeah, go. Start from my cheekbone and work my way down. I like it a little bit lower. I go right into about the middle of my iris. I always tell a lot of people go to the outside. But just for my particular square, round face shape, I like to, and I actually did it backwards that time. You should really apply this way down. I like the placement to be like this. Okay, and then now let's hit our jawline. And I'm just coming around on my jaw. I like to go like this and that, and you can see the lightness here and the darkness, and it makes my chin jut forward more, and I like it. I'm gonna just blend this a little bit, sort of blending as I go today. And now I'm going to do something different than use my brush. I'm gonna take my two fingers in the Astoria. I'm gonna get close, and I'm gonna start right here, right on the bones. You can feel the bones right there, and I'm gonna go back and forth a few times. Okay, just like this, and then I'm gonna make my way up, right up to the brows at the last point, so that I don't have too much right up here. Okay, and maybe just a little more. I like a good contour in my little nose. This time I won't go up to the brows though. I'll just keep it down here. I do this often if I'm kind of in a rush. It's just a different technique than using the brush. And I have little fingers, so it's pretty precise. All right, so let me take a look in my mirror. And for this part, I have a little mirror with me on my travels. Oh, I don't want the magnifying side though, it scared me. All right, so, okay, so that looks good. That looks good. So I'll just soften that a little bit. And now I'm going to dip into linen, maybe a little lighter than that, and just do a little stripe down my nose. Linen is my super brightener. Okay, and can you see that? So I've got stripes here, but I'm gonna blend it out. And the other thing I like to do is I like to dip into Pearl Illuminator with my pinky. And I'm gonna place that right here. Okay, so it's, you know, you can really see the contour and what it's doing for me. I really like it. So now, let me blend that. Okay. I think that looks really good. Let me just do a little more on the cheeks here. Put some hair there. But I like it on my cheeks. Cheekbones. I really like how it sculpts and defines my face. All right, so check that out. So of course, you know, if you didn't have fringe, you would do it in a semicircle into your hairline. But since I do, my contour lasts longer. And oh, and I forgot under the lips. So let me just do that to create a shadow. This makes your lips look fuller. And it's not a huge precise action, or else I couldn't talk during it. And I'll blend that. Okay, so we're going great guns here. So now I usually use the blend brush, but I'm going to use the hack brush today because I just I was packing and I just grabbed this one. But this one's real good for lip and cheek application. So I am going to dip into the plum, and it will come on strong, but I'll blend it out. So our blush does tend, or our lip and cheek, I should say, it does tend to, you know, kind of settle. So you want to have enough on. And I'm barely touching this. So that was the plum, and then I'm going to go up a little bit with the Summer Love. I'm actually glad I bought this because on my tin right now, I'm like down to the corners on some of the lip and cheek, and so it really helps. This is firmer, and it's helping to get in there and actually get to the lip and cheek that's on the side of the tin. I'm very frugal. I go right down to the end. Sometimes I melt them. We'll talk about that another time. And I'm, you know, blending right into my contour line. So now, yes, it does look like I have a lot of blush on, or lip and cheek, but I'm going to blend. So here we go. And I feel like right here I came up a little too far, so that is easy. So see, there's no mistake with cream makeup. You're just going to go just like that and correct. Boom. How easy was that? Okay, and then I'm going to dip into my Angel Illuminator just with my finger. Ever so easy. And there we go. And I put it right on top of the blush or lip and cheek line, and right before my wrinkles. So make sure I'm getting it right on the right side here. I love Angel for this. It's such a soft, sweet, like beautiful color. And I love that lit from within glow that it gives me. Okay, so I've blended that now. So take a look at that. Look how much more defined my face looks. I really love it. Okay, so then let's just finish it off with the lips. And I am going to overline my lips, and I'll probably cut this part out, but it's because I have mature skin and I have loss of collagen. I want my lips to appear fuller. So I still have some of my NARS pencil. I'm going to use that and line them. And let's see. All right, that didn't really take that long. I might leave that in so you can just see how I do it. And see, they are overlined and they are more pronounced and bigger, and I like that. So now let me just flip this palette over to the other lip and cheeks I have, and I am going to blend with the Dahlia and the Black Cherry. Okay, and just go on with my finger. The Dahlia is a satin and the Black Cherry is a gloss, so, and they seem really outrageous looking in the pan, but they really are beautiful together. It makes for a beautiful color. Okay. All right, I think that's enough. That looks really good. So now I'll just flip back to the other side and put my Angel Illuminator on. I'll use that other finger and I'll just put it right in the center. Okay. And then of course the very last thing I'm going to do is wipe my hands off, and I'm going to dip into the Vanilla Dust with my blush and bronzer brush because I want to set my makeup. Okay. I usually just start off on my forehead so that when I get down here I have less powder on. It doesn't take much to set this makeup, and here we go. That looks really good. And then I just squeeze the brush here just in case I get a little oiliness inside corners of my nose. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this. This is the final look, all right? Okay, so I hope you love this finished look and you saw how easy it was for me to apply the makeup, and yeah, the lovely look that it gives me, and the lit from within, beautiful satiny look. And I just enjoy wearing this makeup so much. So if you would like to try this makeup, just don't forget to click the link below, and I will send you a questionnaire that's very easy to fill out, and you'll fill that out and you'll send me your window light selfie to eloquentlyemmie@gmail.com, and I will send you back a full size beautiful color match sheet with all the products listed, with the pictures and the names, and a face map, and written instructions, and then maybe some extra instructions just for me based on some of your answers to the survey questions. So yeah, it's that easy. So so click that link, and yeah, try the makeup. It's just lovely. And also, if you like content like this, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And yeah, it was such a pleasure doing this tutorial for you, and I hope you have a lovely week, and I'm going to enjoy myself in Charleston today. And always remember to wear your sunscreen and to live life passionately.
Okay, so here we are at the Barksdale House Inn. It was absolutely fabulous. The staff was so attentive. The room was wonderful. The breakfasts were wonderful. We were so close to King Street and all the shopping and everything that we wanted to see in Charleston. So I highly recommend the Barksdale. You should definitely book if you get a chance. And next, this is the foyer entrance where we came in. It was raining, and that was the only time it was raining during the trip. And now we're making a little turn into the breakfast area. Oh, and this was in the seating area, and I just loved my artist's eye seeing the chandelier in the mirror. And this was the breakfast. It's done by the chef Alton. He's fabulous. The breakfasts are fabulous, different every day. And he plays pipe organ at the Presbyterian Church. So check him out if you get a chance. He's fabulous. And here's the lovely fountain in the courtyard. Of course, when we arrived, it was raining, but still lovely. And you'll see me doing some fashioning here in the next videos coming up. It was such a nice area to do fashion. And this is the seating room, the main seating room. We did a lot of dancing and violin playing here. It was absolutely beautiful. And this is our room. You can see we have a little fridge, desk, bed, and then in the bay window, we have a lovely seating area with our chairs and coffee table and love seat. And it was so cozy and comfortable there, a lot of time relaxing. This is our armoire, and we had our horse, clothing horse there, and plenty of room to store everything we needed. And then heading into the bar area, we had all the water we could drink, and there's me. And this is the fireplace. This is where I set up my SEINT makeup. Of course, for the 1800s, having a pedestal sink was normal. So that's hence setting up the SEINT makeup on the fireplace. So you see the desk again and the bed and then the full view of the room, which we just thoroughly love staying in. But we did spend a lot of time outside in Charleston enjoying ourselves. But it was a really lovely room. Okay, so here's King Street with all the famous shops. You get a lot of shopping done there. And then this is the Charleston Marketplace, and it's very long. Definitely check it out. I picked up my blue sun hat here. I wish I had purchased one in black, but you'll really like it. Souvenirs, presents, things for yourself. Definitely a must-have stop for you. Here's a little image of me that John took. And, see me wearing my Nautica sneakers, but I had purchased a tote while I was there, which came in handy. I kept my Chanel shoes inside, Chanel inspired, I should say. And then we went to lunch. I could put them on and look more chic. But they are Life Strides, but they're Chanel Capto inspired style. And this is the horse and carriage. I really wanted to do this, but I had talked to the staff and they told me stories about the horses falling over. When I was 18, I worked at a horse-powered farm and I worked with Clydesdales and Belgian mares. And they pulled two of them together. They pulled nothing this heavy. And the weather was so oppressive, hot and humid, and it must be like 100 degrees on the pavement. And I felt so bad for these horses. And I really didn't want to be a part of anything like that. If they want to change it to one horse pulling two people and a driver, that would be something different. But this is too much for this horse, in my opinion. So we did not end up doing the carriage ride. So I don't want to be negative, but that's just how I feel. I love animals, and yeah. Anyway. Going further, this is the Riley Waterfront Park. It was so lovely. It's scenic. To the left is a big grove of trees that people walk through. And then to the right is the lovely boardwalk and all the old houses that are just so gorgeous to look at. And the views are just amazing. And you can see the breeze here. It was so much cooler here. I was so hot in the city, and you can see my fringe sweating under my hat. And this was just such a nice place. They have benches here to sit and cool off and look at the amazing views and the boat sailing by, and just to relax and take a breath. It was just really nice. So definitely a place to visit. And you can see the breeze here with the lovely flowers just blowing in the air, and the romantic couples walking down the boardwalk and the water. Just all so lovely. I hear some of the houses. They're all different and they're all beautiful. And this is where we ate at 5 Church. I highly recommend the restaurant. The food was absolutely awesome. So was the staff. It's actually an old church. And we thoroughly enjoyed our dinner there. And this is what it looks like inside. It's so pretty. Look at the architecture. Isn't that fabulous? We just were in awe, and it was just so pretty. And yeah, I saw this online. I said, I want to eat here. And then, of course, this is the ceiling. I'm going to have to take a chance and read it. But I just thought it was so interesting being an artist. I look up, I look down, I look all around, and I just find things so interesting. Oh, and here's the oysters. They were absolutely fabulous. Okay, so if you like oysters, definitely order some. If you don't, then don't get them. Yeah, but they were so good. Really good. So I highly recommend the oysters. And here's my wonderful husband, John. Look at the happy look on his face. He's so ready to eat dinner because we didn't have lunch that day, even though I did have my shoes in case we stopped. We're actually full enough from breakfast at the Barksdale. So yeah, he's ready to eat at this point. And yeah, he's my love. He's my handsome guy. And here's a picture of me eagerly awaiting dinner as well. And oh, this was like the filet. It was so delicious. Highly recommend it. And here's some scallops. And look at how they do the plating. Look how lovely it is. The food was just awesome. And here we are at the end of the night. We walked home in the rain, but it was lovely and romantic. And he's giving me a hug. And then a little romantic kiss to end the evening. Hey, remember, always live your life passionately. That's what we do.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned where I had sometimes played chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore